How's it going, GoFightPow fans? This is Miss Matone GFP, and welcome back to the Terminal Velocity Tournament. Today we have the second half of the second round. 8 competitors are going to be moving on to the Sweet 16, and 8 of them will be going home. At least, that's how many minimum are going home and how many maximum are going on to the Sweet 16. I cannot confirm. But we have quite the card for you guys here tonight. Full of interesting names that are going to be looking to make their way into the Sweet 16. And let's start with Deep South's Hang 10 and Industrial Lands' Sink. I don't want to waste too much time. Let's get started. And no fast forward. Sink is going to start us off with a Rumble rating. Sink has a +1 and Hang 10 has a +2, but it was enough for Sink to go for the Compete the Sink. Let's see. I'm trying to look at this one. I can't waste too much time here. Let's see, 1-4 picks up hits again. 5 hits. Well, it's a 5. He needs to avoid a 2. He needs a 2, and he doesn't get it. Sink will move on to the next round. And, gosh, I'm going to have to deal with that at some point. So, anyone that has this card, when it shows for Compete the Sink, do you roll on your die for the 1 to 4, 5, and 6, or is this what happens when you use the... Or does it matter, like, the number for... I'm not sure the best way to describe it, I'm sorry. Just kind of explain what the effect actually means. That's all I'm asking. Hang 10, surf's up, you're going back to the beach. Though I don't think the South has any beaches. Up next is kind of a dream match, actually. It is Tim Rocket Sr. versus Mr. Grappling 2. For those that know the story of Tim Rocket Promotions, well, at least the canon story, then you know why this match is so important. Now, normally I use Tim Rocket Sr.'s tag card, but since this is a singles-focused match, I'm using his Ground Zero color card. Alright, let's go. And we got Tim Rocket Sr. says fast forward. Mr. Grappling 2 needs to avoid a 2 and a 4, gets a 2, needs a 1, and he doesn't get it. A fast forward sees Tim Rocket Sr. advancing to the next round and going into the Sweet 16. And Mr. Grappling 2 is going to be heading back to Mid-Atlantis with more questions than answers. Now we move on to our next matchup. It is Glenn Haxon versus Crusher Khan. Deep South versus Mid-Atlantis. We saw Deep South already get 1 in. No, actually, we didn't see. We saw both of them actually fall. So one of them's going to get 1 in to the next round. But who will it be? Let's find out. It's going to be Crusher Khan with the initiative. Going for a Chain Blast. Needs to avoid a 2 and a 3. And he gets himself disqualified. Okay. Crusher Khan just got reckless. And Glenn Haxon's going to be moving on. Mr. Grappling 2 is not happy about that at all. Our next match is Fire Island's Prince Icaria versus North Force's Shadow Tiger. They've had the most success when it comes to getting out of the second stage, out of the second round, so they'll see if they can continue to get more. Let's go. And it's going to be Prince Icaria with the initiative, going for the Royal Stretch. Shadow Tiger needs to avoid a 4 and a 5, gets a 3, that will remove the 5. Royal Stretch again, 4 or 5, gets a 6. Can't remove the 5. It'll remove the 1, though. Rumble rating. Both have a +2, and it's going to be Shadow Tiger to get the control with a stalled dropkick. Prince Ikaria counters it into the Aegean Axe Handle. It's blocked, and the Royal Stretch again gets a 4. He needs a 2 to stay alive, and he doesn't get it. Prince Ikaria will be moving on to the next round, representing Fire Island, and Shadow Tiger is going home. Now we move on to Deep South's Kevin Von Cross versus Fire Island Danny Demo. Both have had at least one competitor make it in. Well, both sectors at the very least. But let's see who the second is. And it looks like we are going to get Kevin Von Cross's fast forward. Danny needs to avoid a 6. Gets a 6. He needs a 4. And he gets it. That was close. And Kevin Von Cross will start us off with a backbreaker drop. It's blocked. Roaring Lariat. Danny Demo counters it into a blatant choke. Kevin Von Cross counters it into a backbreaker drop. And it's a pop. Needs to avoid a 6. Gets a 2. That will remove the 2. And that's going to be a Roaring Lariat. It's hit. Rebound Spear. Danny Demo counters it into a knee jerker. It's dodged. Arm Cranker. Blocked. Rumble rating. Kevin has a +3, but it doesn't matter. Rumble rating again. And this time it does matter. Roaring Lariat. Dodged. Spinebuster Bomb. It's dodged. Rebound Spear. Danny Demo counters it into a Rumble rating. And Danny Demo will keep it going with an Arm Cranker. It's hit. Rumble rating again. And it's going to be Kevin Von Cross with control. Roaring Lariat. Dodged. And the crossed out. Danny needs to avoid a 1, 2, or 6. Gets a 6. He needs a 4. And he doesn't get it. Unfortunately for Danny Demo, he has been crossed out of this tournament. Kevin Von Cross will be moving on. Up next, we are going to have Bullet Bronson take on Blind Faith. Blind Faith representing Team Rocket Promotions. Bullet Bronson representing the Industrial Alliance. Let's see who will win. And we got Bullet Bronson's fast forward. Blind Faith needs to avoid a 2. Gets a 2. He needs a 5. And he doesn't get it. Relatively quick match sees Bullet Bronson moving on to the Sweet 16 for the Gauntlet. And Blind Faith, he might have not seen it coming. Up next, we have Mid-Atlantis' Zion taking on Team Rocket Promotions' Eric Adonis. Let's see who wins. And we got no fast forward, so Zion is going to start us off with a Rumble rating. Both have a +2, and it's going to be Eric Adonis that takes control with the only one. It's dodged. The only one. Zion counters it into the Dusk Till Dawn. It's hit. The Bloodletter, that's going to put this up to 4. Eric Adonis counters it into the only one again. It's hit. Rumble rating. I can't count that one that's tilted. Zion will take it. Underworld Uppercut. Eric Adonis counters it. And the Adonis Deluxe. Zion needs to avoid a 1 and a 3. Gets a 2. That's directly in the middle. I've got it all. Unfortunately, I didn't have an answer for Zion's counter. Rumble rain again. Zion will keep control. Rumble rain again. And Eric Adonis will take control with a Rumble rain of his own. And will keep control. Adonis Deluxe. Zion needs to avoid a 1 and a 3. Gets a 3. He needs a 6. And he doesn't get it. Eric Adonis will move on to the next round. And Mid-Atlantis is getting destroyed in here. they had a good number of people in this second round, and they've lost all of them. Crusher Khan, Mr. Grappling, Zion, all were in that round, but they just lost them all. Our final match is Mr. Tempest versus Azekar, the Industrial Lands versus Fire Island. Let's see who will make it to the Sweet 16. Checking here, and that is going to be Mr. Tempest with control, with a Rumble rating. And Mr. Tempest will keep it. Storm the ring. Azekar carries it into the Suri Amigosu. It's dodged. Rumble ring. Both have a +1, so Mr. Tempest will get it. And hits the Maple Leaf. Azekar needs to avoid a 1 and a 4. Gets a 1. He needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Mr. Tempest is going to be moving on to the next round. And Azekar is going home. And ladies and gentlemen, that was our final match of the second round. A relatively quick one compared to the first half. All these guys are... all these guys are moving on. And quite a list of names making it to the Sweet 16. If you guys didn't have a bracket buster at this point, you probably had one now. And with that said, these are the Sweet 16. And the next video, we're going to be turning 16 into 8. I forgot to do all this in the last video, but you can find me on the GoFightPow Pro boards, which is going to be linked in the description. You can also find me on their Facebook page, and you can also find me on their Discord, which you can find on the Pro boards. If you want to get some cards yourself from GoFightPow, check out their store, which I also have linked in the description. So you can get all kinds of fun cards, like the Dante Giordano card that you saw here. On top of that, if you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to comment and subscribe, be sure to hit the bell so you don't miss out on anything GoFightPow related, including the rest of this tournament, which is going to be... The next video is the Sweet 16, and then after that, we're going to be doing all the remaining rounds. And then after that, we also have unboxings that we're going to be doing, including the one that I did for the Fight Pass May 2022. And I'm also going to be doing the unboxings of Regional Rumble-based content soon, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also still taking request matches for those that are going to be interested in those. And when the Regional Rumble stuff comes in, I'm also going to be doing matches from the... I'm also going to be running my sectors again. This is just kind of like something in between all that. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Matone GFP, and I'm signing off.